What we got today is top 10 most gangster CEOs. I'm going to read them off, and Wendy's going to give her opinion. Mm-hmm. We're going to start with number 10. You ready, Wendy?
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Kareem Biggs Burke.
Oh, I love Biggs. What a good dude.
Yes, but they're saying he's one of the most gangster CEOs. Top 10. He's number 10.
He's number 10 gangster, huh? You know, this is kind of a loose definition of the word gangster, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You're talking about like music industry gangster, not like somebody who was a gangster that came into the music industry.
Well,
right?
no, he is a gangster that came into the music industry because he was one of 43 people arrested in a major drug bust a few years ago.
So being a dope boy makes you a gangster?
Technically, yes. I mean, it gives you street cred.
Okay. I've never been arrested, but I'm pretty gangster, you know.
It's true, and your dog is even named Gangster.
My dog is named Gangster.
Oh wow,
exactly. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I love gangsters.
Is he a gangster to you?
Not
just in that sense, but also with his
gangster,
business.
No, not at all.
What about with his
I
business?
think he's an amazing guy. I think he's an amazing human being. But let's go back because I don't want to fuck up your segment. So let's.
Okay.
He was the guy who funded Rockefeller Records all those years, right?
Right. That's gangster.
Okay. Yes.
That's gangster.
Yeah, because he built an empire. He and Dame Dash. Is Dame Dash on the list?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Now, he's a gangster also because you got gangster venture capitalists out here. Like the people who invested in Beats. Half of Beats was owned by...
Monster?
Nope. My brother worked for this company too. It's a venture capitalist firm. I'm sorry I'm having a brain fart right now, but it was...
I hate when that happens.
I know, but my brother worked for this company, and they they owned half of Beats.
Right.
That's gangster.
That is gangster.
That's gangster.
Okay,
that is gangster.
number 10 is Irv Gotti.
Wait, we just did number 10.
I know, but this is how it works. Let's just roll with it. Next is
okay.
Let's just say next is Irv Gotti, okay?
Thank you. They're all number 10. So is Irv considered a gangster because they say Supreme was backing the label? Is that why he's a gangster?
Yes, his street credibility.
I don't know Irv.
And him going toe-to-toe with 50 during that whole time.
Right.
Kind of gangster,
50 can't take you there. 50's gangster. 50 can't take you there. I get that. But go ahead.
And Irv Gotti always did portray a gangster image. You know, if you saw the off-camera interviews on DVDs and stuff, he was talking some gangster shit, right, Rec?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was called Murder Inc.
Exactly. Right. Let's give it that.
You know?
They beat that case, too. That was gangster.
His name is Irv Gotti. You got John Gotti, Irv Gotti.
Yes.
Right. And Chris Gotti, his brother.
John Gotti was a gangster, for real.
Right.
That's true. Okay, next on the list, Russell Simmons.
Russell's gangster?
Okay, street
in
cred.
His yoga pose?
Fans get convenient amnesia when it comes to Russell. They act like they never heard he used to deal drugs, that he once shot at a stick-up kid, but still pulled the trigger.
Wow.
And then also he was pretty gangster in his dealings. Didn't Greg Nice and them have like a problem with him, and they went in there with a gun and threatened him and all that? Remember those stories?
I vaguely remember those stories. I don't remember who the artists were.
There was a lot of stories.
That might have been Greg Nice. Sorry.
And what else?
Lemonade is a popular drink, and it still is.
And then Brian Leach. You know him personally.
I do know Brian. Yeah.
Is he a gangster?
Brian. I like Brian. I think I've always frustrated Brian for my career because when he was at TVT, he tried to sign some of the artists that I was working with, and I was not a fan of TVT.
Right.
Although I'm a fan of Brian Leach, I was not a fan of TVT, so I wouldn't do deals with him.
Right.
He caught a gun charge. Does that make him gangster?
That's why they say it. He was caught riding dirty with hollow point bullets that go right through vests. That's pretty gangster. You're ready for war.
I guess. I own 15 pistols. Does that make me gangster? Of course, they're legal. I have a license to carry.
Oh, you definitely gangster.
Gangster.
Oh.
He might also be gangster in his way he dealt. I mean, look, he had Hurricane Chris, Yo Gotti, and those guys, and there was a gangster business element to that. They weren't all getting their fair share. That's what the rumors are. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that I don't know.
That's kind of gangster. Hurricane Chris, and then we got EazyE next on the list. EazyE of Ruthless Records.
Right.
Definitely.
I saw the movie.
Definitely, yeah, definitely gangster. If you watch that movie, you know that EazyE was a gangster turned rapper, and he lived the mantra. Rap. Yeah, and he lived the mantra he put on. I'm not a He said, "I'm not a rapper. I'm a hustler who can rap." And that's
what Baby says too. From
really?
Cash Money. Yeah, he says he's a word spitter, a game spitter.
So he flipped EazyE's.
Stilo.
Well, yeah, he stole it.
Swagnap.
Next, Darren D. Dean from Rough Riders. He's definitely a gangster. I heard the stories.
I love D.
He was.
Do you know that me and D have the same birthday?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, years apart, but we were both born on August 8th. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I love D.
And then, what about Y? Because you got D and Y, right?
Yeah, and Siobhan, the sister. Rough Riders was started by the three of them.
Mm-hmm. I think they go together.
Siobhan kind of ran the label. Mm-hmm. D was always the one that was in the studio with the artists, and then Y handled like the day-to-day.
Yeah. He was arrested for rolling around with a kilo of cocaine and a loaded .45.
I think if you're gonna have a key, you've got to have a loaded .45. That's like rolling around with like $30,000. Not that I know.
That's true. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot of money. Like if I were rolling around with that, I'd be strapped too.
And
definitely gotta be strapped.
In 2007, he was doing this.
Yeah.
This is after the success of Rough Riders and all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and after the motorcycle accident. Remember the motorcycle accident?
Oh yeah.
Which he fully recovered from, which is gangster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gangster.
Why? As Jadakiss said in Why.
Mm-hmm.
Why did D have to pull out that
D
bike?
D is actually one of my favorite people in the music industry.
Yeah, he's cool. I met him a few
awesome.
times.
I used to see him when I lived in Riverdale. He always used to go to that Pollo place, the chicken place right down the street on Broadway. Right, because Yonkers is right up the street from Riverdale.
You lived in Riverdale?
Oh yeah. For what? How many years did I live in Riverdale?
No, I didn't know you lived in Riverdale.
About 3-4 years, right? Was it
7 years? Because I was 2 years at the same building with Tracy Morgan back when I first was in college.
Okay, that's gangster.
And then I moved to up the street, and that's where Rex would always come. Yeah. And Jadakiss lived literally 5 minutes up the street from me.
Wow.
Yeah, so we used to... Jadakiss would be like, yo, come over. And then I'd come over, and then he wouldn't pick up the phone, and I'd look up, and his lights would be on, so I knew he was just ducking me. Typical Jadakiss.
That's funny.
Jadakiss is so funny. One of the realest rappers in the game.
Yeah, Jadakiss.
And very talented.
Yes. Yeah, very talented.
Jay Prince. Rap-A-Lot Records.
When I first came into the music industry, the feds were all over him. They were trying to shut him down.
Really?
Oh, wow.
And they were never able to. This was in the early 90s. And they were never able to shut him down. And whether he's gangster or not, I can't speak on that because I don't know.
Right.
But I'll tell you, being able to beat the feds is definitely gangster.
Yes.
Yeah. That's gangster.
Very, very, very hard to go up, against the U.S. government. So props to him.
They compare him to Gus on Breaking Bad. Excuse me. They compare him to Gus on Breaking Bad. Remember that character?
I remember Gus, yeah.
Calm, mild-mannered businessman who runs a fried chicken spot, but on the low is one of the biggest drug kingpins around. That's what
I love that character on Breaking Bad. I like the Ding Ding guy too. Ding Ding Ding.
Oh
ding,
yeah. Okay. Now we got next Sean Diddy Combs.
Puffy. Puff's gangster.
Is he a gangster?
His dad wasn't he? Wasn't his father like a Harlem gangster?
From what I heard, yeah.
Yeah. That's not my world, so I.
But then again, it's other things said about his father too. But from other people.
Let's break it down. He said, we can't help but notice when Pac got shot at Quad Studio, Puff was there. When Sean got shot up in the club, Puff was there. When Biggie got killed, Puff was there. When Stout got hit with a bottle, Puff was there. When Jake the Violator Robles was killed in Atlanta, Robles' friend Suge Knight blamed Puff. That's why he's being called a street gangster, but he's also a gangster with a business.
Yeah, he's a paper gangster.
He's a paper gangster, yeah.
He's more so a paper gangster.
He walks a fine line. He's like Ghost almost from Power, but instead of running a club, he's running a record business. That's a good... Ooh, he's like Ghost from Power.
That's a good analogy, yes.
I like Ghost from... That's a good analogy. I'm glad you didn't compare him to, like, Empire, because I'm sure I'm sure everybody compares, like, people in the music business to Empire, and to me, Empire is such a joke.
Yeah.
It's such a bad
It's like
show.
a musical.
It is. It's like a musical, and it's a soap opera.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what's crazy? Like, the first couple of episodes was actually good.
I agree.
I don't know why.
The first season was dope.
It started out great. It started out like exciting, like the way Power is. They just went, whoop, gone.
It's crazy. Yeah. Next, Brian Birdman Williams and Ronald Slim Williams. Street cred. Though the Williams brothers were arrested for driving around with army guns, that's not why they made the list. We're not going to speak on how in the world they got enough money to start Cash Money in the first place. Even we're not going to mention the whispers that Baby had something to do with the murder of Yellow Boy, a former member of Cash Money, Act UNLV. Or the fact that they've allegedly stiffed everyone from Jim Johnson's to Manny Fresh, Juvenile on Money's Owed. We're just going to talk about the ever-present look on Slim's face, because he does look like a gangster, I'm going to be honest. Doesn't that dude just look like he's going to kill you if you get out of line? True! I am scared to death of Slim. I never want to speak to him in my life.
You know, I might be showing my age here, but he always reminded me of Lurch from the Addams Family.
Oh, yeah.
Lurch is very tall, and he has sort of like those sunken, round eyes.
But is he a nice guy? You used to hang out?
Very nice, yeah.
Okay, so, looks...
And again, this goes, this is 1998,
Yeah, but that's who he is at his core. He's a nice guy inside, so...
Yeah.
He might have just
I always liked him.
Okay, here's the one that might shock you, Wendy.
Okay.
Melvin Vernal and Marcus Roach. The one that you weren't even thinking about. From Trill Entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Trill Entertainment. Last year, Vernal and Roach were both charged with the count of attempt second-degree murder, illegal use of weapons, aggravated battery, armed robbery, 2 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm, and 3 counts of possession of an illegal firearm by convicted felon. Their charges sprung from accusations of scaring a witness who were going to testify about a shooting of Baton Rouge rapper Below. So if
Below. Not Below. Below. His name is Below.
Yeah.
He got shot in the face.
Wow.
Dang.
So yeah.
They're called Mel and Turk. It's funny, I never heard their government names before. I'm like, who are they?
Okay.
They're the label that has Bootsy and Webby.
Yes.
And they had Box.
Are they still signed over there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, probably. They ain't getting out of that contract.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we got number 1, Suge Knight. Weigh in on this. Why is Suge Knight such a gangster? We've seen him in the news. Let's talk about it.
That one's kind of an obvious one. He's very well connected. He's very well affiliated in LA with the Bloods.
Yeah.
He made some gangster moves. Remember when he went to bat for Mary J. Blige and Jodeci?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. He kind of scooped them under his wing and said to Puff, "I'm renegotiating the contract."
Oh,
wow, Jimmy Henchman's not on that list, huh?
Should be, but he's not.
Yeah, maybe because he didn't really run a record label. It was a mess.
But then Suge Knight also get points from Vanilla Ice.
I believe that he did. I mean, that's the rumor, and I wasn't there, but the rumor is that he threatened Vanilla Ice, and he got the publishing to Ice Ice Baby. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, like
gossip.
He had him hanging upside down from a balcony at a hotel or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
By the ankles.
Well, that's
something crazy.
That's the list. Gangsters.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that's funny about a list of gangsters in the music industry is if they're in the music industry, they're not really gangsters because they'd be taking a pay cut.
That's true.
To be in the music industry.
That's true.
You know, it's all funny to me.
That's a good point. And we'll end it on that, Wendy. Thank you for your insight.
Absolutely.
Subscribe to Wendy
Day.
Yes, subscribe to Wendy Day. This is Wendy Day on YouTube.
Subscribe to Wendy Day.
Thank you. Having fun with the YouTube channel.
She drops every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday.
Friday.
Monday,
Wednesday, at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You got to make a little song out of it too. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Consistent.